Hello everyone and welcome to the next episode of Shadowrun Returns. Last episode we had just returned Coyote to the safe house. We gave the crystals that she was looking for to her decker? The person who she was working with as a side objective. Got a 2,000 new yen out of it. She's got her arm replaced, all healed up in the safe house. We learned a bit more about the situation, the people in the safe house, and we discovered a photograph of somebody named Jessica when going through Sam's stuff, because he was staying here a couple of nights, and just before he had died, this is where he had stayed. I'm getting more and more sure that as we go on, the Ripper is in fact somebody working for a megacorp, taking people who are in debt, because Sam was dying before a certain period of time, and then he came back to the bar, and he was suddenly in full health. And one of the things that was taken from him was his liver, and assuming he had liver failure, and he got a new liver, that's why he got all better. And there's a couple other organs, but like that was the thing that stood out to me. And so now we are... What are we doing now? What's the objective? Oh, return to Coyote. Okay. Looked at... That's my stash, so really all we can do is go to talk to Coyote. You're back. I think the highlights of the Wolves game will be on soon. Want to take a load off and watch with me? Did Sam have a sister? Her brow furrows. Yeah, I think he did. He mentioned her once. It didn't sound like they got along that well. Ugh, what the? It's, the cop. I'm trying to remember what accent I gave. But he's the one that I bribed. No, I didn't bribe. Yeah, no, I did. I bribed him in order to get information. He'd, like, whenever he got, leads in the Ripper case, he'd send me information just because I gave him some money. Your comlink chips, and the screen shows the smiling face of Officer Aguirre. If he's smiling, it must be about money. Officer Aguirre, what a pleasure to hear from you. Yeah, we're buddies. Let's go dancing soon. Listen, the Ripper got another one. The victim worked at the NTSB investigation facility down on the docks. You owe me for this. Put it on my tab. You there now? Better get here quick before McCluskey arrives. Ugh, McCluskey's terrible. He's the... Officer Aguirre is like the better of the two evils, because McCluskey does not actually give a damn about the victims of the Ripper. All he cares about is himself and his promotion. The image on your PDA dissolves as the call ends. Another Ripper murder? Where? The docks. I gotta go. Okay, listen. I want to help. You dragged me out of the Royale before. Something bad happened. Worse than getting my arm torn off. And Sam was my friend. You head to the docks and I'll see if I can track down Sam's sister, Jessica. She might be able to help us out. Thanks, I appreciate the help. Why would you just say no? Rude? I don't want to be rude. Okay. I assume that means it's a new area, and I don't know if Paco's going to be hanging around, like, I hope. I don't know. I don't mind having him around. It's kind of weird. Because last time he was hanging around, doesn't seem to be, though. So, right. To the docks it is. This Kubota has no information for me, so guess I don't have any other choice. Yeah, let's go to the South Seattle docks. Okay. The South Seattle docks. Leaving the Seamstress Union behind, you head to the docks. The Ripper killed Sam, and maybe he or she slipped up with this latest victim. Left some useful evidence. Only one way to find out. South Seattle's your typical industrial area. Grit, grime, and gray. The rain doesn't help matters any. Layers of dirt mixed with abandoned wood pallets, repurposed into makeshift furniture for the day workers. Garbage collects in the gutters of the broken down street. Disreputable is the district's middle name. Your destination, the National Transportation Safety Board warehouse, is located on oh my goodness, I cannot read it. Is located on a small strip of dock towards the less maintained end of the waterfront. Despite the presence of those who linger in such places, it's quiet as you approach the gate. Is there any place in Seattle that is not like a trash bag? I assume like the main city. I don't know. It's not been very great. But I guess runners aren't exactly going to be the ones running around in the best places of the city. Right, so I know my objective is up that way, so I can take this opportunity to run around and see how much I can explore, which it seems not that much. Alright, Streetwalker. Hey, you looking for a good time? Know anything about the NTSB? Yeah, the bums around here have been stealing old crap from that place for years. Not worth my time, though. Okay. Lone Star Guard. Looks more like a robot than anything. The guard looks bored. He toys with his gun absentmindedly, like he might shoot something on a whim just to watch it die. Hey, you're about to trespass on corporate property. You looking to get dusted, street scum? Okay, I can... I'm working with Lone Star on the crime scene, investigating the NTSB warehouse. I'm looking for my kitty cat. Here, okay. Yeah, I'm working with Lone Star. Oh my god. Sure you are. And I'm Lofware, King of Dragons. Beat it. What? Okay, time to sneak in. Oh. Oh. Homeless man. Who raised ya? A pack of wolves? That there ladder is rightfully mine. I'm not taking it far, I just need a little boost over the fence. Oh, you're breaking into the NTSB warehouse too? You see any one of them airplane blankets or pillows? Snag me one. Sure, dude. Okay. Can I talk to him again? Because, like, seriously. Get out of here. Fine. Fine. No, I should go. I already have the... Oh no, maybe I do have to do it just to distract him. Okay, fine. Hey, you looking for a good time? Not me, a friend of mine. I need you to have some fun with the guard by the fence around the corner. Funny new. He looks at you knowingly. Alright, $20 buys you a 5-minute distraction. Then I gotta get back to work and earn some real new... Okay. Yeah, you go distract him. I'll go place this. Wonder what would happen if I didn't have the new yen to pay for that. This is so shit. Oh my goodness. That's a real big gun. Like, that guy was just not letting me do anything, so it's on him. Right, let's see what I can do. I have 5 karma. What do I want to do? Charisma? I already used essence, so it'd be a bit of a maximum for trolls. See, I feel like charisma's sort of a wasted stat in certain ways because I'm not going into spirit summoning, but maybe down the line I'll choose to do so. So I guess for now I will quickness. Okay. Oh, no. Let's see what else is in this area. If I can interact with anything in this area, that is. That's a helicopter. This place also looks like the scene of where I'm gonna fight somebody. Send the concussion grenade to my stash, please. Ooh, phosphorus grenade. I will replace... Okay. I have no idea if this is based on a real place. It might be. Oh, and while I was looking last time, the piano keys that you use to get into the safe house at the Seamstress Union is in fact the same notes used in the movie Close Encounters of the Third Kind, which makes sense. Like, doo-doo-doo. I can't sing it. But it's the Spielberg film about aliens and they communicate using music. Seems there's nothing here. Right? Guess I don't have any other options and I sort of have to go in here now. Yeah. Learned some new things about the Ripper case. The warehouse. Inside the large gray warehouse is as typical as the outside. High ceilings adorned with girders and rickety catwalks atop a huge utilitarian room. Concrete and steel walls meet a concrete floor. This is a place for storing things and nothing more. Despite the quiet on the outside, the inside is a hornet's nest of Lone Star officers going about their business. In the center of the activity is the Emerald City's Ripper's latest victim. With uniforms everywhere, no one stops you at the door. It seems this case hasn't leaked to the press yet. Lone Star or no, you've got a job to do. Okay. I mean, I kind of don't blame the guard on the outside for not letting me in. I know the appearance doesn't really affect anything, but I wouldn't let my character go through if he says he was a Lone Star officer. That's McCluskey, isn't it? Took your sweet time, didn't you? You know the traffic these days fill me in. We had time to go over the evidence while you were en route. Turns out this might not be a Ripper murder after all. I left the computer on in the office over there. You want to see for yourself. The victim worked here at the NTSB warehouse as a black bloc researcher. The National Transportation Safety Board. This warehouse is used to go over the wreckage from plane crashes to try to determine what happened. The Vic was in charge of their highest priority investigation at the moment. We've gone through the victim's computer and his case notes indicate he was selling secrets. Idiot kept records. I mean, this might as well be another Ripper case. Spilling corpse secrets, not the widest. Scientists don't make big criminals. That'll get you killed quick. It did. Some runner like you probably offed him to cover up his court master's involvement, and tried to make it look like a Ripper killing. Here's the office key. Take it out for yourself if you want. Maybe that's not McCluskey? Will this transition me to a new area? Yo, why'd you turn around? I was just checking out the information. No biggie. Okay. This appears to be the victim's locker. The door is slightly ajar. Inside, you see several of the dead man's personal items. Inspect the toothbrush. The blue toothbrush is still wet from being used. It smells of mint cigarettes. Check the comb. The comb is black plastic and has some wiry gray hair stuck in it. Okay. Nothing all that useful from that. Let's check out his computer. The researcher's work cyber terminal has been left on, presumably by the Lone Star investigator. Read notes for Case File 95. Case File 95, Federal Boeing jetliner. Corporate owner Ares. Plane had several mechanical issues resulting in a mayday at 3:04 a.m. on June 17, 2053. 2:45 a.m., the pilot reported that the altimeter was reading in the negative values. 2:49 a.m. The co-pilot takes over the controls as the pilot leaves the cabin to investigate the route of the plane. 2:58 a.m. The pilot cannot be contacted or located by a plane steward. 3:04 a.m. The co-pilot radios in a mayday. 3:12 a.m. The plane crashes into an empty field in western North Dakota. Shady? Read the notes for the next case file. 96, Pratt and Whitney unmanned. Also owned by Ares, but everything is redacted. Read the researcher's private notes. Ooh. The notes that appear on screen pertain to NTSB case file 96. The crash of an Ares jetliner near the UCAS and I don't know. Apologize. Nation border. The crash is reportedly the result of an equipment failure. Reading further into the investigator's notes, however, you find substantial evidence linking the crash to an experimental Renkaku research unit. The Renkaku guys are the ones that attacked us in the past when our deal went south, so that's not a good sign. This information could be worth a great deal to the right buyer. You download the researcher's notes to your PDA. And finally, the case file for 98. And it's been corrupted. Never mind. Okay, so Renkaku. It's a name that we've been hearing a bunch. It's not a good name. Alright. Hey, Dresden, what's up? How you doing? Dresden.
Ludovox, surprised to see you here. Let me guess, Officer Aguirre tipped you off. Suppose you must have made an impression on him at the market yesterday. Or your cred stick did at any rate.
He chuckles.
Anyway, surprise, we got another Ripper victim on our hands.
Looks like you've been putting in some overtime, Dresden. What can you tell me about the victim?
The victim's male, mixed Native American descent, age 38. Based on the condition of the body, it looks like he was killed around 2 in the morning. And yes, I'm a little tired. Bodies have been piling up like cordwood, it seems. Cause of death? Unknown. Several internal organs were removed from the body after death, quite gruesomely. I'm not sure if the killer even knew what they wanted before they started cutting. Not much to tell yet, really. He does have a lot of pre-existing scar tissue, so he probably had a major surgery at some point in recent history. Unfortunately, with the organs gone, I can't determine the nature of their surgery.
Any idea which organ the Ripper's after this time?
Well, the killer definitely took the lungs. The more I look at it, though, the other missing organs may have just been eviscerated within the chest cavity.
Yeah, see, Sam's liver, 100%. Is McCluskey getting any closer to a suspect? No, I'm sure he's not. He's just...
McCluskey couldn't find his ass with both hands. Don't tell him I said that, though.
Yeah. He's on a goose chase and has no idea. How's Officer Aguirre doing on the case? Seems like a real go-getter.
Aguirre would love to solve it before McCluskey and get his gold detective shield. Plus, he'd love to see McCluskey suck it in front of his superiors. He's already tried to bribe me to keep information from McCluskey and slip it to him. I'm inspired by their tireless pursuit of justice.
Did you take any money? He grins from ear to ear.
Do you have any idea how much this job pays these days, sir? I don't think Aguirre's officer's salary is going to do much to seduce me helping him.
Okay. It sounds like the Ripper is taking a different trophy from each victim. Sam's liver, this guy's lungs, any theories?
Sorry, I don't do theories. I'm just a scientist who happens to prefer dead bodies, or dead people. However, while there was massive damage in the chest cavity, I see that the victim's lungs were transplants.
See?
I swear. Which is interesting, since another victim's missing heart was also a transplant. Granted, modern medicine has made organ transplants relatively easy, but it is an odd coincidence. But, as a scientist, it's just that, a coincidence. This is only the third body I've personally examined. One of our other branch managers handled the other 2. If I find out more, that more of the victims had organ transplant, I'll let you know.
Yeah, I swear. Who's that woman over there?
No clue. She just showed up. Next of kin, I think.
I'm gonna take a look around. This guy's very serious at his job.
Good luck out there.
Thanks, Dresden. Shannon Halfsky. You're not a cop. She looks up, watching you warily. I'm independent. What's your relationship to the dead man? Nope. Who's the stiff? I see you've been praying. Do you know the deceased? Yes, he's my older brother. I asked Bear to help me speak to him. She shakes her head, looking like one who has found herself lost for the first time in her life. But I'm afraid his spirit is too disoriented by his recent journey to answer. You're a shaman? Yes, for all the good it's doing me. If I could just make contact, I might be able to deliver justice and allow my brother's spirit. I can tell you're used to shouldering a heavy burden, but maybe there's an easier way. She looks at you, the flattery largely failing to affect her, given the circumstances, but then inspiration dispels the dark cloud surrounding her. Perhaps my brother's spirit is too weak. But my brother's spirit may not be alone here this night. She closes her eyes and concentrates, droning a low chant you can barely hear. Yes, there are other spirits who may be of help. Her features harden in frustration, as if she's searching for something that remains elusive. Sighing, she opens her eyes and fixes you with a stare. But I can't do it alone. What do you need? This warehouse contains the spirits of plane crash victims trapped between worlds. That's morbid. They wish to help. They wish to be heard, and I think they have something to say about my brother's murder. Lone Star won't let me in there, but you seem to have the run of the place. If you can find some personal items that belong to the victims, I believe that I can summon a spirit to speak with. I'll need at least 2 such objects. Can you find them for me? Of course. Okay, 2 haunted objects. That is not at all something I expected to read when playing this. Okay, Officer Laguerre. What? My voice for him is just like, okay, what? If this was a corpse hit, why did you leave the evidence on the computer? Good catch. That information is probably worth a fortune if you could find a buyer. If you found a buyer. Okay. I assume it's not his own, like, accoutrements. But it is also 2 pieces of... I don't know where his toothbrush went. Inspect the comb. As you reach for the comb, the hair on the back of your hand stands on end, and when you take it off its little shelf, your heart thumps in your throat. In your chest. Sorry. Heart. This must be one of the items the shaman was looking for. You pocket the comb. Okay, so his comb was one of them. I'm not sure where his toothbrush went, though. Old poster depicts a svelte young woman posing. You don't need to go right now. Oh. Let's go into the next area then. Assuming I can do this. Nope. Sweet. Good. Wonder if I can find a... what's it called? Blanket and the like for the homeless guy outside. There is a pile of old shoes on the ground next to the airplane seats. This could be discarded luggage or possibly the shoes worn by the occupants of the plane at the time of the crash. Dig through the shoe pile. You find nothing of interest about the shoes in the pile. Aw. So no haunted shoes. Can I go in here? Nope. It's a locked door. It's hard to say whether this heap of items and refuse recovered from a plane crash or simply trash that hasn't been taken out yet. Let's dig through the trash. Gross. A sticky substance of some sort seems to have seeped through the trash pile, and your hands are getting quickly covered in the stuff. After searching a minute, you unearth a handful of interesting items. Inspect the cred stick. Surprisingly, the cred stick is still functional. You slot it in your PDA and 200 new yen is added to your account. Might as well. Inspect the dented lunchbox. A dented tin lunchbox that has seen better days. You can barely make out the face of the grimacing troll on the front. I figured the earring was the most important thing, but still. The earring is made out of burnished steel, formed into a shape of a small salmon. An intense primal fear washes over you as you touch its surface. This must be one of the items the shaman was looking for. Take the earring. Sweet. So we got a haunted comb and a haunted earring. Just the items that I need. Alright, here's your 2 items to commence the seance. It feels as though you have found enough objects. Yes, here they are. You hand her the objects you found. She closes her eyes and chants, I wonder if there's multiple more instead. Anyway, she closes her eyes and chants over them for a time. When her eyes open again, they're filled with tears. Thank you. These items are all we need. It shouldn't take me long to... Oh, God, no! McCluskey, stop it!
What the hell is all this?
God damn it. Officer Aguirre trails after the detective, only meeting her eyes for... She's the victim's sister, sir.
This is a crime scene, officer, not some salish drum circle.
That's her brother makes it her business.
No, that's a corpse, which makes it my business.
What an asshole!
Now get the hell out.
What an ass. Come on. If we stay much longer, I'm liable to do something or worse. Joy.
I wouldn't blame you. McCluskey's like a huge dick.
Okay.
At least I'm not the one to say it. I mean, I did, but like, still.
That man is an ass. She stares daggers at McCluskey from across the warehouse. But there's no helping it now. I should just be grateful you were able to collect these items before those clods guarded everything off. Can we still summon the spirit? Not from here, I'm afraid. Spirits such as these have domains, to which they are anchored. We need to get back in there. Not looking good now, but do you have any plans on this evening? A little break-in and entering, perhaps. You sure you're up for... Oh. Sure you're up for this? If it means your brother's killer doesn't take another life. Thank you. Now, since we have the time, we should probably enlist some help. May post security over.
Yeah, like, the outside area looked like a combat zone.
I'm going out on a limb and say you know where to find the kinds of people we need.
Just smile.
Good. I'll put up the money if you find the bodies.
That's a lot of new yen. Like, way more than just the precious gems were.
She produces a fistful of crumpled new yen from inside a leather pouch, starts to count it out, and shoves the whole wad at you. Meet me here at midnight. Spirits will be strong then.
Okay.
As you start to leave the warehouse, your comlink chirps in the face of Coyote Pope. Coyote looks tense. Hoy, Ludovox, you in the middle of something? Just getting jerked around by Lone Star, same old thing. I hear you. Her jaw sets. I don't know if I ever told you this, but I was born in the Roy. BTL pushers like Stevie J ran the squads. Ran my world when I was growing up.
I remember.
She looks relieved. Whiz. I have a cousin, Gino, who's been missing for months. He hit the sprawl about a year ago. Immediately fell in with some tweakers, bad guys. They hooked him on the high-amp dream chips and started using him for all sorts of dreck. I try to help him, but he keeps pushing me away. Then he disappeared. I've been snooping by BTL labs ever since trying to find him. You're on a crusade? I'm guessing you have a new lead. It's not a lead. Her face lights up. She's running hot. He has a serious edge. I know exactly where he is this time. Got an old friend who eyeballed him herself. I'm on my way. Paco's with me right now, but we could use another hand. Win, I need you right now. On my way? I mean, I still have time. And hopefully me helping them will bring them around, so that's how this works out. I knew you'd come. I'll send you the address. Soon. Sweet. Coyote's Crusade. The cluster of dilapidated buildings where Coyote told you to meet her appears to be the remnants of a public housing project. The buildings look like a cesspool filled with human debris. You find her standing with Paco on a street corner eyeing the roofs, the doorways, the windows. Despite his attempts to engage her, Coyote barely says a word as the three of you weave your way through the tenements. He walks purposely, her new cyber hand flexing open and closed with each step. It's unclear whether the action is voluntary. You circle around the back of a building, and Coyote jumps up, grabs the bottom rung of an fire escape ladder, pulls it down. Without a signal, she starts her climb towards the roof. Paco looks at you worriedly and starts up the Okay, this is a bit, I guess, like a loyalty mission. Thanks for meeting with us, Ludovox. I owe you one. Oh. I figured you... Null what? I figured you could use... Yeah, you never know what sort of firepower you expect in one of these BTL squats. She brightens. Oh, hey, listen, I got good news for you. You know Sam's sister, Jessica? One of my contacts found her for me while you were on your way here. I called her and asked her to meet you at the Union later. Hope that helps. What? I thought I told you I didn't need your help with that. She was... What? Good job, thanks. She looks at you, her scarred face soft. Least I could do. Alright, let's get this done. My cousin Gino should be in one of the squats past the door up ahead. I hear there's a whole lab set up there. In my experience, there's usually a lookout watching for cops outside, and a guard at the door inside. Like I said, don't know how much firepower to expect, but these guys are nasty. Stay on guard. I just want to get in, grab Gino, and get out. Right behind you, babe. Let's do this. Okay, and I think we will have this little venture saved for the next episode. It was a lot of... This episode was very much like a expositionary setup. So, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. I'm sure next episode will be a little more action heavy. But thanks again, and see you next time.